good morning or good evening over there. It's purpose of this presentation, no, is to help. Supposedly, I have nothing to do with the law, no, but it seems our current status on Philippine traditional medicine has a big problem, no, in terms of promoting hilot, because on December 9, to this coming December 9, it will be um PTAX, or the Traditional Alternative Medicine Act of the Philippines, will be celebrating its 25 years. And as I see it, no, there are so many problems that happen to us. So our discussion will be redefining Hilot in these modern times. Though in our class, in lesson unit 1, we have given you the definition of Hilot. Okay. So here, I am posting a question to everyone, to all of the participants. How do we understand Hilot? I think the problem here is about our knowledge on Hilot. So many of us, even the lawmaker or even the current director general or the government leaders or even us, and not only us here in the Philippines, but all over the world, people think about Hilot as a wellness massage, no? Why do we, why I am presenting this? So what is the understanding of Filipino about Hilot? So probably, most of you, no, you understand Hilot as a form of massage. Is that correct? Is that the same thing that you understand when Hilot? Hilot is massage, right, Heather?
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
okay.
Correct.
So, yes, thank you for the confirmation. And
Um, yeah, that's what I thought at first before taking the class. It was just a Filipino wellness massage. Um, yeah.
what about you, Desiree? So, do you think that Hilot is also about massage?
I think that it includes it, but I don't think that's the only thing.
Yes, thank you. At
So,
least
mhm.
you have this feeling that Hilot is not only massage, no. But here we are going to dig deeper of what is Hilot really is. So the reason why the Filipino consciousness or thought form about Hilot is it is a simply massage, no. Even all around the world, when I search the internet, no, when we seek Hilot, for example, when we type in Google Hilot plus the name of the country, it will show up some website or spa in that country providing Hilot as a form of massage. So I think it was being influenced because of our government want to compete or to level up the status of massage to become popular. Because I think early 2000, no, Thailand has their Thai massage, and it become a source of income to many local Thai, and it brings so much revenue to their country. So later on, I will discuss how Hilot become massage, no? So, but I will just show you some countries that have a massage system, such as Thailand. They have Nuat Thai. In China, there is Tuina, no. And I remember when I was in alternative medicine school, it's part instead of Hilot, the part of modality that been taught to us is Tuina. So instead of Philippine traditional Hilot, we were taught Tuina to practice. Then aside from that, Malaysia have Urut massage, no. As you can see, it is already spa setting, though the traditional one just a small room with a bed and a chair, and the urut therapists do their work, no? And probably Urut Malaysia and Indonesia may say or might share the same terminology in giving massage. No, they give urut, and this word urut might also be the root word of probably lang, no? Probably it sounds like hilot, no? It also focused, actually this is just the spa setting from Malaysia, no? Probably the urut term here, no, is similar to hilot, but it also focus on nerves ending on deep tissue massage, no, such as on the kind of hilot that we are receiving here. I think Jamie also received hilot from me when he was here. How, Jamie, can you tell me your experience about hilot when you received hilot from me long time before?
It's actually similar to Tuina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The when I experienced it from you, and then the bentusa is like, it's like cupping with Chinese cupping. It's similar.
Yes, indeed, no. So I think na parang it's not that I am making it na parang sadya or how can you say, naintindihan niyo naman parang sinasadya, no? Or making it intentionally to hurt the person. But the difference of hilot here, no, it could not be compared to a relaxation massage, no? And the reason for me na the hilot massage that we are providing to client is very painful because at first it is not a relaxation massage, and then secondly the person who will receive hilot is already sick. And the thing that it's just like ano it's just like when you have toothache, you already have pain, 'di ba? And when you go to a dentist, extracting your tooth will be painful, even that the doctor will put anesthesia on your teeth, no? So it means hilot is a treatment, it's not for relaxation, no? So that's why it's hilot massage is therapeutic and not a spa treatment. Then in Hawaii, we have Hawaiian Lomi Lomi massage, which is part of the United States, and in Japan, popularly known for Shatsu and other modalities, but Shatsu and Reiki, the energy healing of Japan, di ba? And in Sweden, we have Swedish massage, which become the standard of massage therapy worldwide. Here in the Philippines, no, there is a law out of the presidential decree or sanitation code of the Philippines that says no one should practice massage without a proper license. And I think every country in the world also follow this rule na yung mga massage therapist association, no, they encourage you to learn massage therapy and be certified and also to have license. So what is the problem with that, no? So in 2008, there are group of people that convene for technical education skills development authority, which is under of Department of Labor and Employment, and they see the practice of hilot masahe to be an employable skill. That's why they consulted with spa professional and Department of Health professional such as Marjorie Liponco, Dr. Jaime Galvestan, which is our current partner at HPDC. Dr. Jaime Galvestan is the former Minister of Health or Secretary of Health, together with his wife, Rebecca Galvestan, and Dr. Babiano Fajardo. And Dr. Babiano Fajardo, if you don't know, he was known to be the father of Hilot. Now, most of his followers considered him the father of modern Hilot. Now, there is an issue between that because Dr. Jaime Galvestan is the one that conduct research on Hilot, but the title of being a father of Hilot goes to Babiano Fajardo. So this is a conflict, no, or chismis. Sorry for that. And the next thing is Mar Gutierrez, Aleli Pensacola, and the rest, no, from DTI, Department of Tourism, etc., etc. So let's move forward. So this is the reason why massage Hilot has been known as massage. But in 2015, the Philippine Institute of Traditional and Alternative Healthcare issued an implementing rules and regulation on the practice of Hilot. This is out of the policy of the PTAC na it is the policy of the state to improve the quality and delivery of healthcare services to the Filipino people through the development, promotion, and implementation of traditional and alternative healthcare and its integration into national healthcare delivery system. So here it emphasizes the accreditation and certification of Hilot practitioners, accreditation of Hilot Training Center, and accreditation of Hilot Healing Centers. So that is their focus. And their focus is out of the law, no, objective of Republic Act 8423 or Philippine Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act of 1997, which will celebrate its 25 years this coming December 9, 2022. So here they laid out their objective in mandating this law. It says to encourage scientific research on and develop traditional and alternative healthcare systems that have direct impact on public healthcare. Second is to promote and advocate the use of traditional, alternative, preventive, and curative healthcare modalities that have been proven safe, effective, cost-effective, and consistent with the government standard in medical practice. Third is to develop and coordinate skill training courses for various forms of traditional and alternative healthcare modalities. So they use the various form. So it means there are many forms of traditional and alternative healthcare modalities. So number four, because of there are many forms, they need to formulate standard guidelines and codes of ethical practice appropriate for the practice of traditional and alternative healthcare, as well as in the manufacture, quality control, and marketing of different traditional and alternative healthcare materials, such as natural and organic products, for approval and adoption by the appropriate government agencies. Next objective is to formulate policies for the protection of the indigenous and natural health resources. So where I am, no, to for the six, I let me just go back now. So to formulate policies to strengthen the role of traditional and alternative healthcare delivery system. And seventh, last, is to promote traditional and alternative healthcare in international and national conventions, seminars, and meetings in coordination with the Department of Tourism, Duty Free Philippines Incorporated, and Philippine Convention and Visitors Corporation, and other tourism-related agencies, as well as non-government organization and local government unit. I think they have done the number seven, and that is the reason why the Department of Tourism, through the Bureau of whatever Tourism Promotion Board, no, of the Department of Tourism through the Philippine Embassy in London, that had reached you out, no, to promote Hilot in London. So going forward, actually, I emphasize the objective number two of PITA. It says to promote and advocate the use of traditional, alternative, preventive, and curative healthcare modalities that have been proven safe, effective, cost-effective, and consistent with the government standards on medical practice. So now, my question here, what form of traditional medicine that PITAC is promoting, this agency, no, our government, no? So in order to learn what are the promotions or what do our government is promoting, let's go to their website, no? So if you go to their websites in pitac.gov.ph, you will see this visual or these images, no? So the lady on the middle is the current Director General, and her name is Dr. Annabel Pabiona de Guzman. And on their website, there are tabs where if you click, you will find details on that modality. So the modality that you can see are acupuncture, chiropractic, hilot, homeopathy, and naturopathy. So that are the modalities that that PITAC is promoting through their website, and they focus on certifying people, accrediting clinic, and accrediting training centers for them. So, but if you go to the tab above, no, you can see standard and accreditation. And the red mark, no, it says it cover up. Sorry for that. It cover up, but it says that is the directory of practitioners. So what kind of practitioners? They are the practitioners of Hilot, practitioners of acupuncture, homeopathy, naturopathy, and naturopathy. No? So here, when you go there, you can see the list of accredited acupuncture clinics. So this is just a portion of the list, no, of accredited acupuncture clinic. I just only screenshot it. So on the list, you can see the name of the clinic, address, location, contact person, and contact number. So next to it is the list of accredited acupuncture training centers. So it is the same like on the clinic, no? The next is the naturopathy clinic. Next is the naturopathy training centers. Then homeopathy, homotoxicology clinic, then accredited homeopathy and training centers. Then there are here I learned that even acupuncturist has category. So the first one that we could see are the list of names of certified medical acupuncturists. Then we can see that there is also an associate degree for medical acupuncturist. Then yun nga, no? Then we can see there is an acupuncturist, certified acupuncturist. Maybe this is non-medical. And then we have certified medical homeopath, certified homeopath, which is non-medical. Then we can see certified medical homotoxicologist. And there are also lists of certified chiropractors. So, but when we go to Hilot, so aside from chiropractors, we have medical naturopaths and naturopath practitioners. But when we go to Hilot, you can count this name, no? You can the names of certified Hilot are only 16. So why only 16? There are only 16 certified Hilot, and my name is also not included in there, in that list. So for 25 years of existence of PITAC, they only certified 16 practitioners of Hilot. But the question here, if you go to their website regarding to the practice to the directory of Hilot practitioners, you can see here there are only 16 person that been certified. When I talk to PITAC and specifically to Attorney Ken Almene, which is the department head or division head of the standards and accreditation, he said it was not 16, but they are 24. And I said, then when I talk to them, the IT department naman say apologize, sorry po, we are going to update. But up to yesterday, no, there is no update. What you can see is still 16. The question here, how come from 25 years of existence of PITAC, there are only 16 hilots that been accredited or certified and put their names on website? If you go to TESDA and look for manghihilot, now you are going to type the name of a person and see if they are, what do you call that, if they are nationally certified. TESDA has a system of showing that your manghihilot is nationally certified by getting their names there, and it will pop out their license number, etc. No? So what is the problem now? It's not only with PTAC, no? I think the problem here is people think of Hilot as a form of massage, and that is how our government promotes it, such as in TESDA and even in Department of Tourism. But the question is, from 25 years of existence of PTAC, why there is only 16 Hilot practitioners that is listed on their website? And I cannot see if there is an accredited training center nor healing center. But come to think of it, that Hilot wellness massage has been processed already by TESDA, and now PTAC lack their initiative to coordinate with TESDA in order to get the list of certified mangihilot. Though, so what is the problem here? No, there is a big problem that is happening. So the problem here is the understanding of the people towards Hilot. It's not only us here, but also to the people around the world, Filipinos in diaspora, because they think of Hilot as a massage. And the reason why people think of Hilot as a massage because it was being promoted by TESDA and other government agencies here in the Philippines that Hilot is a form of massage. But let us know what is Hilot, by the way. So I believe on our unit 1, I have presented to you the definition of Hilot. And here we can imagine before the modern age come, before the colonization of Spain, before the arrival of Muslims in the Philippines, and before we are influenced by the Srivijaya and Majapahit Empire of the Hindu Buddhist tradition, what is the type of medicine do we have? So imagine, it is said that Homo lucinensis are the primary or the first people inhabited our country, dated from 5,000 to 67,000 years ago, no? But have you asked yourself, what kind of medicine do they have by that time? So what are the concerns of these people? If you are a caveman like this, what is your concern in life? So let me just ask this question to you. No, just imagine. No, use your visualization and imagination. If you were one of the primitive man, what kind of life do you have by that time? Camille, do you have an idea? If you are one of the early people, do you think there are cell phone by that time? There are aircon by that time?
No.
No. So how would you live your life by that? But by that, ano?
Um, Finding shelter and food.
Yes. No. Do you agree?
Hmm.
This array. So you agree?
Yes, I agree. So like just um what we have, like what the earth has to give us.
So what will be the basic needs in order for us to be safety? Do you have any
Food,
idea?
shelter,
Yes.
food,
Food,
shelter.
shelter, and from that they also they learn how to develop technology such as lighting or using of fire, diba? And they found out this fire, aside from keeping them warm, it protects them from enemies, from because from that time their enemies were animals, wild animals that may possible attack them, and probably they learned if they've been attacked, they will get blood or they will get hurt, they'll get wounded, and suddenly the loss of blood will kill them. No, so these are the basics, no, of knowledge. So even shelter, of having a home, a house, it is a form of medicine that we could say. Now it's not only a medicine that give them shelter, protect them from the forces of nature, from heat and cold, no, at the same time they will feel comfortable on having a shelter that is called homes. If you are the early person live 57,000 years ago, what are the concerns or issues in your life that you need to protect the life force within your body? So what are those needs? Go ahead, Jutian.
Food,
Yes, food,
shelter,
Clothes,
warmth,
clothes,
indeed,
right?
shelter.
Clothes,
Come again, June.
clothes,
Yes, clothing.
clothing,
In
garments.
what else? No? Do you think anything else? So that are the basic needs, no? So I think the basic need 57,000 years or million years ago is still the same at the present. But during those time, even shelter is important. Protecting their lives, making them safe from animal attack, from the force of nature such as rain and heat of the sun is important. That's why through that need, they have discovered fire. The fire bringing them light so that they could see in the dark, and then at the same time it could drive away animals. And from that, no, they have learned the forces of nature. There are rains and sometimes heat, so they learned how to build houses. Aside from food, no, They have learned how to eat plants. They have learned how to eat small animals to become food, and they have learned how to use the skins of bigger animals that they had to cover their skin as an extra layer to keep them protected from the forces of nature. So let us go back again to our presentation. No? So those are the things that our early ancestors thought of in order to protect their lives. No? So it means these early people learn how to protect themselves away from harm, that they learn to develop technologies to keep them safe from forces of nature, animal, and other possible attacks from one another. So it means keeping us safe that will maintain our life force within our physical body is what Hilot does for them. So it is already considered Hilot. So anything that will protect our life force within our body is a method of Hilot. So, but what is Hilot according to PITAC? The Philippine Institute of Traditional Alternative Healthcare define Hilot as the Philippine traditional medicine. So when we talk about medicine first, how do you think or what comes into your mind when we talk about medicine? Heather, anything that comes into your mind when it says medicine?
The westernized form of medicine, painkillers.
Yan, painkillers or drugs or anything that you take in to improve your life, right?
Um, Something that will like help to heal your body. So usually I think of like medications or ointments or just or tinctures or things like that.
Yes, that's true, no? So what if,
That's what
no,
Mhm.
do you think that this one is also a form of medicine?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
a prescripted site to help you see better. So
that's right.
I mean,
So it means
I would think so.
true, that's true, no? So it means modern medicine has many branches. Has many
Hmm.
branches. So it is not limited on giving pills to drink to make you better, or it just focus on the eyes, ears, nose, mouth,
Hmm.
or heart or bones. So they have many aspects. So like if Hilot is the traditional medicine, it means Hilot has also many branches. So it is not just a massage. Massage is just one factor, such as being an optometrist, the one who decides prescriptive glass is one part of medicine, and the one really take care of the eyes are the ophthalmologists. So even on eye care, there is two division, optometrist and ophthalmologist. So as in terms of handling our brain, di ba, there are psychiatrists and there is also neurologist. So depending on the specialization that we do. So as on Hilot, there are many specialization. So here, Hilot is a traditional medicine. It is the science and art of ancient Filipino healing grounded on the principle of balance of the physical elements. The physical elements can be earth, air, fire, and water, like what I have taught you on our lesson 1, unit 1, no? Together with the mental, emotional, and spiritual aspect of the person with the use of touch manipulations, bulong or orasan, and medicinal plants for the prevention of disease and for the restoration and maintenance of health and well-being. Although this definition, no, notice the definition of PITA, you cannot see the aspect of diagnostic, which is of determining the cause of an illness. But if we jump to the World Health Organization, the World Health Organization have defined traditional medicine as has along it is the sum total of knowledge, skill, and practices based on the theories, belief, and experiences indigenous to different cultures, whether explicable or not, used in the maintenance of health as well as in the prevention, diagnosis, improvement, or treatment of physical and mental illness. So we can find that traditional medicine could maintain our health in terms of prevention, and also we can find the word diagnosis. So that is from the World Health Organization. That's why Hilot, we have in Hilot we have also our tawas and modern tawas or pagkapa in determining the sickness, di ba? So when you have fever, how will you know other people know that you have fever? Do you know how to determine fever?
Y- Your body temperature, they do this to me
Yes, di
when
ba? That is part
yeah,
of Hilot.
they check the yeah.
Although modern medicine uses thermometer, it's either
Yeah.
here or on the butt. I haven't experienced on the butt. I always experience here. But have you experienced those mouth? They put oral thermometer
Mhm.
on the mouth. How does it
Yeah.
feel? I don't know.
They put it like under your tongue. It's
They
like
put it under your tongue. Yes, no. So there
yeah.
are procedures, but on the
Mhm.
anus, I haven't experienced. No, that is worse. No, no. So I prepare hilot, just
Uh,
touch that. No,
yeah.
okay. So it's not safe. But anyway, but we try to look the deeper meaning of traditional medicine according to World Health Organization. Actually, if you go to World Health Organization website and try to look at the World Health Report, you will see the traditional medicine status. I was not able to read that. Yes, in Bicol language, bulong is medicine. Actually, there is also called bulong, which is burlungan, no? So the burlungan is is a place where you treat people. That's why I encourage you, Tian, when you started to create a Hilot Center, don't call it a spa or wellness center. So use burlungan or pamulngagan. It came from the word bulong, no? But anyway, let's go proceed back to our topic, no? So traditional medicine, it has long history, and it is the sum total of knowledge, skills, and practices based on the theories, beliefs, and experiences indigenous to different cultures, whether explicable or not, used in the maintenance of health as well in the prevention, diagnosis, improvement, or treatment of the physical and mental illness. So that is the definition of World Health Organization about traditional medicine. But when I browse on their glossary of terms, we also find the indigenous traditional medicine. So indigenous traditional medicine is defined as the sum total of knowledge and practices, whether explicable, whether explicable or not, used in diagnosing, preventing, or eliminating physical, mental, and social diseases. This knowledge or practice may rely exclusively on past experiences and observation handed down orally or in writing from generation to generation. These practices are native to the country in which they are practiced. The majority of indigenous traditional medicine has been practiced as the primary healthcare level. So here, it it emphasizes the word indigenous, right? Now, but on your understanding, how would you define indigenous in your own understanding? So if it's said indigenous, does it require that you belong to any tribal community? Because right now, I this is personal information. No, there is a group here in the Philippines of Hilot claims to be accredited, the only accredited training center of Hilot. No, and it's so bad that they claim it that they are the only allowed school in teaching Hilot, and and those who practice Hilot or who will learn to them, they will belong to the indigenous group of Irainon Bukidnon tribe. And for me, if you enroll to that, no, you will lose your own authority. Oh, okay, you will gain access to the Irainon Bukidnon tribe, but honestly, all of us are indigenous, part of the indigenous community. It doesn't mean that you belong to a certain tribe in the province, you are not indigenous. Honestly, all of us has two tribes within our body. The tribe, the indigenous tribe that belongs to your mother, and the indigenous tribe that comes from your father. No? So, as student of Hilot Academy of Binabaylan and member of Luntiang Agama, we are working out to identify or to get know to our ancestral lineage. No, we get the knowledge of our maternal ancestry. We get the knowledge of our paternal ancestry because from them both they have this knowledge of how to live our life, and that is called medicine. Let me example. No, let me let me kwento or kwento let me ask pala let me ask Heather. Heather, how uh who is the are you full Filipino or half Filipino?
Cool.
So
So
who is the
my dad's from Iloilo,
your
and my
dad
mum
is
is from Cavite,
oh
Manila.
both are Filipino, no? So
Yeah.
do you remember any stories from your grandmother coming from your dad? So Ilonggo,
Mm.
right?
No, so I didn't get to meet her. She passed away
Mm. But is
early.
there
But
any tradition, for example, is there any tradition that been passed through? For example, in celebrating birthday, what
oh yeah,
are
we have Pansit, long life every birthday, Pansit.
yes, diba?
Um,
Who taught you that?
my
Kung
mum and dad.
mom and
And
dad,
then
no?
on November 1, we leave out candles and food for the lost souls.
Yes. So that is still the knowledge of our ancestor being
Yeah.
passed. Even how simple it is, it belongs to a certain tribe that believes on pansit for long life and offering candle to the soul. It will help them guide through in the other life and will bring best blessings to us. So each
Mhm.
one of us, even in terms of getting well to ourselves, no, there are some secret formula that our parents have. For example, I don't know if you um, drink a lot of water. Simple formula of drinking a lot of water. It will help you relieve your flu, your cough and colds, diba?
Mhm.
Or calamansi or
Yeah.
oregano. No, there
Lemon.
are
Yeah.
some. Oh yeah, that is a simple ingredients that most of our fathers have shared unto us. No, and it is our goal. If you become a student of Hilot Academy, there are so many assignments that you will do on ano. Yes, tama June, Luya, no. Wow,
Yeah.
nagtatagalog pala si June. So it's amazing, no? The ginger. Even in the
Yeah.
Bicol and Bisaya, there are treatment called luya luya. Have you heard about luya luya?
No, but I do remember we go to certain places and they put ginger in your clothes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember.
So it aims to be protection. And sometimes if
Yeah.
you have evil eye, your usog or bales, have you
Hmm.
heard about usog?
Yeah.
The
It's all those
healer
things.
would usually crush ginger and put cross here
Yeah.
on the forehead, head, and
In the
even the
back.
back or even on the stomach to relieve from the symptoms of usog, no? And
Hmm.
later on, you will see that there is also a medicine that been attached to a child that can be included, that can be put inside the small red bag is the luya, the ginger, no? So later on. So I will continue our presentation here. So that is the traditional medicine. But we also found that there is indigenous traditional medicine. Now, indigenous traditional medicine is defined as the sum total of knowledge and practices, whether explicable or not, used in diagnosing, preventing, or eliminating physical, mental, and social disease. This knowledge or practice may rely exclusively on the past experience and observation handed down orally or in writing from generation to generation. These practices are native to the country in which they are practiced. The majority of indigenous traditional medicine has been practiced as the primary healthcare level. So on these two terminology, they are different from one another. Although they have the same root word of traditional medicine, but the indigenous medicine is different from the traditional medicine. So let us see what are their difference and how these two terminology could be applied to the to our healing tradition, which is Hilot. So in redefining Hilot, we must align ourselves to the definition of World Health Organization. because in the definition of PTAC, they omitted the term diagnostic. Of course, PTAC are composed of medical doctors and they want to strip off the authority of manghihilot in terms of diagnosing. Actually, for generations past, they are stripping down our duties and responsibilities. They are stripping off our ability or what do you call that? Responsibility on giving birth. Have you heard that as a manghihilot, they are allowed to before, no, to deliver babies, to do, they are the traditional midwife. Have you heard that stories before in the past? So it's good that you still fight. But now, hilot are not allowed to give deliver birth. And here, even in terms of diagnostic, they remove that on the definition of hilot. But traditional hilot knows how to diagnose illness. And that is through the form of tawas. And I believe, I don't know if I have passed through already to Jutian. Did I give you the modern tawas or the way on how determining illness? But anyway, no.
Not
So
yet. Not yet,
how
but
do you know?
yeah.
Ano, no? How would you know that a person has illness without even tawas? Diba? If you are fever, if you have fever, what method
Touch.
will you do? Yes, that is also a form of hilot by touching the skin of the person. Oh, you are too hot. You have lagnat, you have fever. Or even if you touch the person skin, oh, there are bumps. That is pakapa, no? Pakapa and pasalat. There are tumors or there are bumps that in your body that needs to be pushed out or needs to be eliminated, no? So there are modern, but it is still traditional. It modern in a sense that we still do it, but we call it modern right now because we think of traditional as those spiritual things. But here, no. So diagnostic, prevention, improvement, and treatment of this is the definition of traditional medicine. We can see there is improvement or treatment of physical illness and mental illness. While the indigenous traditional medicine, it instead of using treatment, it used the word elimination of physical disease, mental disease, and social disease. Can you see the difference between the two? In traditional medicine, it only two aspect. It treat two aspect, the physical illness and mental illness. Whereas in indigenous traditional medicine, it's not only treating the physical disease and mental disease, but also it treats social disease. Can you find the difference or can you see the weight of difference among this both? So let me try, give you an idea. How would you treat allergies? Diba? So allergy, you treat allergy by giving that person antihistamine or anti-allergy drugs. True, Junard Kim, no? So you give antihistamine. Then when that person drink that medicine, antihistamine, he will be relieved from allergies. But when a person eat again a certain food or being exposed again to certain areas, that allergy will come back. It will come back. So what does it mean? It does not treat totally, it does not fix the problem inside the body. You just give the person relief by giving antihistamine. But that stubborn allergy will keep coming back if the effect of drug is what you call that is has done its
Yeah.
work, no?
Yeah.
But
So you mean
it
apple the root. It doesn't go to the root of the problem.
yes, no. So it was not fixed. The reason why it was not fixed because the body is still weak. It's the body is still weak. True root just root cause just the symptoms. Yes. No, it treat the symptom and not the root of the problem. So on my part, in terms of hilot, no, of hilot, what we do is we give temporary relief. But if there is poison within the body, we try to eliminate that poison that causes allergy. Then we don't stop there because the body is poisoned. We repair what is damaged, and then we as we repair, we what do you call that? Strengthen it. So that is the process of healing. First, give relief. Although when we wound, diba, we need to cleanse it first. After cleansing, we repair. Then, third process is strengthen the person. So if the body is strong, it will not be easily affected by any pathogens or any illnesses. So the process of cleansing, repairing, and energizing or strengthening is the philosophy or principles of Hilot healing. So we don't just treat or just give relaxation. And this is the difference of massage, no, of massage, ordinary massage to Hilot healing. So Hilot massage will never be pleasurable. It it will never be relaxing because ordinary massage is relaxing. It will calm you down. No, it will just give you relief. But elimination of physical disease, mental disease, social disease, just like when you go to a dentist, if you had a toothache, diba, it will extract you. You will feel the pain, still feel the pain, even with anesthesia. But upon removing that decayed tooth, you will find relief. So that is the work of Hilot. That's why Hilot is very painful modality of massage, but it is healing and therapeutic. No, so here, go ahead, Jutian. You have question?
Um, uh, yeah, because sometimes when I massage, when I perform the helot, um, here, like in the last 2 years that I'm learning how to deeper about our helot medicine, um, a lot of my patients come back and they say uh like mentally, there's a lot more coming out, and they, even after the treatment, they still feel there's a lot of pain. So this is a good explanation for that,
Mm.
because sometimes I think, oh, it didn't work, but actually it takes time for the disease to get rid of it. And is it normal that they have to come back a few times?
Yes, it is. That is the difference, no? That is the difference. In regular massage, the client or the patient will decide when they will come back to be relaxed if they have money. But in Hilot, they we are in charge. If I tell you to come back next week for follow-up treatment, the patient must come back because we are giving them a program, a treatment program, especially if the patient has a really what you call this issues or case. For example, if you are going to have if you are going to do a stroke patient, you want them to recover their movements. You cannot get that in just one performance of Hilot. You have to treat it for the duration of 3 to 6 months. And usually, on my case, or um, I haven't told you that I had a stroke this February, but it seems I speak okay, di ba? No, but if I treat stroke patient, I give them 3 months program. So the first week, no, it will be every day. Although that daily treatment consists of 3 times, one in the morning, lunch, and evening, afternoon and evening. So the first, what you call this, if it is their first time to be stroke and have that condition of difficulty of movement, they need to receive massage treatment 3 times a day in 7 days straight. No, so I give them program so that ano tawag dito, in terms of monetary, no, in their money, it will not be expensive. For example, if how much is the charge for 1 hour, let's say 50 pounds, no, or 50 euro. I think that is too much if 3 times 3 in a day times 7. So we can give them a program or of treatment program that can help them in order to recover their self. No, for me, I think I am blessed because I do self treatment. No, I treat myself as manghihilot. That's why my stroke was easily recovered. But here, what I want to show you is, aside from physical and mental illness, Hilot can also heal the social disease. So, what do you think about social disease? What are those things? Do you have any idea of any social diseases?
Actually, I have a
Okay, go ahead.
question. For the indigenous traditional medicine, would the social disease be similar to like spiritual disease? Because when I think of Hilo, or like the way that my family explains it, or when they to go to go to someone, um, I feel like a spiritual like disease is a big part of it.
Yes, 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 it is. No, in terms of social
Mhm.
disease, for example, um, I had a heart problem, and my
Mhm.
doctor says, "Do not get stressed with it." No, so where do
Mhm.
the stress comes from? For example, another example, you have a goldfish,
Mm,
and the goldfish
mhm.
gets sick inside the tank. So what would you do? How would you treat the goldfish? Diba? Usually, we
Take it
should
out of the
remove
water.
the gold. Yes, take out of the water and
Oh.
clean the environment. So that is the social aspect, no? So sometimes for us, we have also to cleanse the house. It's not only limited on treating Desiree. For example, you are sick, but as a healer, we have also to treat the person, other persons around you. So there is a support, no, there is a support that we need to do to the family members and also to the community. That's why it become
Mhm.
a social disease elimination, no, although that's it is part, because when we talk about spiritual illness, it concerns about our emotion, it concerns about how we think, no. For example, it is
Mhm.
difficult for us to separate what we see will processed by the mind. And if it is processed by the mind, we could feel emotionally. No? So our society, our place, our home, brothers, sisters, cousin, or neighbors, or whatever we see on social media, on television, it affects our mind. When it affects our mind,
Mhm.
we develop emotions towards it. So in Hilot, no, it is a great challenge for us, especially you who are taking the non-contact Hilot, because most of the time you are going to deal with social illness. You are dealing with the trends, no? 'Di ba? What are the common social illness right now? Actually, yung effect of social media has this social illness cause, no? Such
Mhm.
as, oh, I do things what is trending. And sometimes having phone, okay, everyone is playing socially on ano tawag doon? ML, ano yung ML? Um, Clash of Clans, Mobile Legends, yung mga game, and they've
Mhm.
been addicted to it, no? Or sometimes if we see some trending on TikTok, we do the things that they have done, such as
Mhm.
burning paper just to be in, but they are violating some laws of the government, no? So we have role here, no? As a hilot, we have role. Do you have any idea of any social diseases? Okay, Jutian.
Like social anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very at the moment, a lot of the my clients, my patients are anxious because of the cost of living
Mm-hmm.
rising in the UK. Yeah, like their relationship problems with other people, the going through divorce, especially. Ganun.
And I like what June no have shared, no. He said apathy. So that is lack of emotion towards society. And I think Hilot does that. And one of the evidence of Hilot can cure social diseases is this webinar. Actually, I'm making Hilot to the world of teaching what Hilot is. No, as a Hilot, we just don't treat physically. So on the next slides, you will show the modality of what can Hilot do for you, for us, no? So let me go through. Thank you, June, for that apathy. Actually, it is a big problem of society, and not only here in the Philippines, but the entire world is losing emotions toward one How do another. You understand the two phrase of improvement or treatment? Do the treatment and elimination is synonymous to one another?
Mm, no. Um,
Okay, kindly kindly explain. No, no, pero
yeah,
kasi
sorry.
yung understanding ko, elimination and treatment. So how does it differ?
It's like elimination is completely
Getting rid.
removing, hopefully. But treatment is basically just like putting the band-aid on. It's not it's not addressing the root cause, so it can just happen again.
So it means because the word treatment, because here the World Health Organization parang emphasizes in terms of traditional medicine, they only use the word improvement or treatment, no? So parang it's very light. But in terms of indigenous traditional medicine, elimination, it means totally removal of physical disease, mental disease, and social disease. Is that the thing that you can understand, or we think the same thing? Parang indigenous traditional medicine, it's much deeper. So parang superficial yung traditional medicine. Any reaction to that? Pero it's up to you to think about this, no? You may contemplate on this. So what will be the difference of traditional medicine and indigenous traditional medicine? Because you can see that here, no? On the definition of traditional medicine and indigenous traditional medicine. For me, no, Hilot is fitted to the definition of indigenous traditional medicine. It can be combined, but it could also be individually or specifically in, uh, categorized into indigenous traditional medicine. Why it is so? Because in terms of treatment, we only not treat the physical disease, mental disease, but also the social disease. If we will include here the use of gayuma, the use of kulam, the use of barang. Because we know that this indigenous tradition, that those things, kulam, barang, etc., is part of traditional medicine, no? So if you remember, we have the four healthcare delivery, traditional healthcare, which is the preventive, promotive, curative, and rehabilitative, and we put under the rehabilitative the word kulam and other use of Filipino magic, no? So that is the traditional hilot. So right now, I look up for historical backup on what is hilot. Although hilot, we can read hilot on the book of William Henry Scott, which is the Barangay, 16th century Philippine Culture and Society. And we can find on page 118 the word hilot. And hilot the word hilot is incorporated to the treatment of disease. So there are five general category of hilot. Number one, it is a massage. It is the use of fumigation or sweating. Three, prescription of medicine, which is mostly herbs. And four is counter sorcery. And five, propitiation of supernatural beings. So here, we see hilot as a form of massage. No, so it's not only limited to massage, but it also incorporates fumigation or yung suog, prescription of herbal medicine, then counter sorcery. No, again, so we believe that other people have the ability to harm us mentally and emotionally, and that is sorcery. And then propitiation of supernatural beings. So when it comes to supernatural beings, we consider the forces of nature such as strong winds, lightning, heat, no? That is what we call the encanto. They are the elements of the world that might affect us, no? So we have this as our medicine, no? So the first one is massage, fumigation, and prescription of medicine. This is the physical treatment that we could provide. Then counter sorcery and propitiation of supernatural being. This is the field of spiritual illness. That's why as a babaylan in the older time, they combine the physical aspect and the spiritual aspect, and it become hilot. No? Although throughout times, as I've said, no, because of colonization and Christianization, our babaylan have separated their skills. No, that's why there are manghihilot, which is concerned on the physical illness, and the albularyo on the mental and spiritual aspect. And they used herb because herbs could affect our mind and emotion. When you are hungry, di ba? Parang we know that when we are hungry, 'di ba? Parang food has a big effect to us. So for example, if you eat spaghetti, so what is the food? Okay, I believe you have jowa, no? You have boyfriends or jowa or husband or wife.
Mm.
Do you remember your first date?
Oh, no.
No, not yet. But there are some food.
I don't remember.
Wow, mukhang bitter ah.
It was so long ago.
So you need tawas ba? You need healing emotionally.
But do you remember there are some types of food that we order and it reminds us of the day? Do you agree with that?
Oh. Mhm.
So for example, oh, I remember when I have strawberry, for example, no, strawberry ice cream. I remember my first date, no. So it reminds us of things. For example, or marinara pasta or something like that, no. So that is memorable. So there are food that will trigger our memories of our relationship, memories towards our parents, or what is usually being served to our family, especially if you are Filipino going abroad. No, if you smell the adobo, it reminds you of the Philippines, or if you taste sinigang, it will bring you the memory of ano. So even the food that we eat has an effect towards our uh, memory, no? So it has. So here we can see that the healthcare delivery system of the Filipino has diagnostic, preventive, promotive, curative, therapeutic, and rehabilitative aspect. So for us, there are elements. There are five elements, and each element has its own modality of treating illnesses, and that is hilot also, no? So here, the next slide will present us what is hilot, or what are the modalities that we could practice in hilot. So can you see here what do you see right now? I will okay, it moved, no?
H
So we can see H.
is
So
for
we in Hilot
halaman
Academy,
or herbs.
yes. In Hilot Academy, we use the alphabet or the spelling as an acronym for our modality. You can see here almost everything here is herbs, right? So the first picture on the left, you can see it is my hand. It is my hand with plants or leaves, and I am chopping it. So this is either in preparation for herbal tablet capsule, or either I'm going to make tea, or either for food. Although that can also be used for bath, no, in taking a bath. So the second uh, image picture that you can see is a herbal capsule and tablets. The third image you can see is herbal tea, no. So we drink. So that is the form of medicine, and the on below left is um, I went to Palenque and captured those, or market and capture those vegetables that can be prepared on food. So on the middle, so this is fabrics that used for our clothing. So even the cloth that we wear is part of herbs, no? And then lastly, you can see the Bahay Kubo. So early people established or formed the Bahay Kubo as a means of shelter, no? And it helped us to protect from heat, from warmth, and from dangers. So even our house is a form of medicine to us. And have you heard about the story of Aswang? Do you know what
Um,
Aswang is?
isn't she like the one who like takes babies
Yes.
or
So
something like
it's
that,
like,
right?
yes, it's like a vampire that eats
Mhm.
whole human being,
Yeah.
no, or zombie. There is a story that when a vampire or an aswang has been wounded by an enemy, what is their medicine? They run to their house, and they will stay there in their house until they get recovered. And recovery of aswang is faster when they are in their house. So it means our house is a source of comfort. Even just being inside, it gives you healing. And now there is also a saying, or there is a formula of killing the aswang. I will tell you this. It's good for you. I will tell you this. Because house in the Philippines, the Bayo Kubo, it has a stair. Before going up to the main floor, you have to step on stairs. So it is said, if you want to kill the aswang, you have to sit on the third step of the stair. You have to, because they could not pass through if you are on the third step. Then you have to bring garlic, you have to bring salt, no? And if they
Yeah.
try to go near you, you have to splash, throw some salt and garlic to them, and they will explode. No? So when they are weak, let let the sun strike them up, and when they are weak, you can attack them and cut them with a bolo, with a sword. So that is the way how you could kill an aswang. Okay, much more of just folk tales. So let's move on. So that is for halaman, no? So another one is I, which stands for init or heat or ignition. No? So here, the massage part of hilot, it produces body heat. But there are other things that our ancestors do in order to produce heat. Although many Filipino here, di ba, uh, they are lazy in doing exercise. And they said, I am working naman, I'm doing laundry, it is a form of exercise. But aside from doing work, no, in generating heat to the body, dancing is also one source of exercise that could produce heat, and so as in playing games. So Hilot is not limited on this, and soon we are developing this Hilot Indak, Hilot Unat, and Hilot Muni Muni, which incorporates some movements or actions in terms of work, traditional working, no, and on dancing, so as in playing. So this is what you are going to wait at Hilot Academy because we are going to dance, play, and move or mimics an action. The reason for this, no, because people asking me if there are Filipino exercises such as yoga, no. So we are studying right now in developing this too. So this will be modern one, but modern modality, but it will incorporate our traditional movement from dance, games, and work that we are doing. So next is hilot sa liwanag or light. No, traditionally we use oil lamps in our healing, not just to illuminate but also to give light. And I don't know if you have been in the Philippines, if you can see on the middle, there is
Mm-mm.
a piece of red cloth. Is it popular there? Do you know about that? Unton?
Yes. For my family, when we're babies, they give us some. They usually do the bracelets
Yes, no?
to for the usog.
True,
Yeah.
right. It is counter sorcery. So it is used for counter sorcery or to prevent from evil eye, no? So
Mm-hmm.
it is still considered as a medicine for us. And usually albulario will create that for a newborn baby and pin it on their clothes for protection. So aside from that, we use laway, di ba? Saliva.
Yeah.
We make cross
Mm-hmm.
on the
The
feet, on the
cross.
hand, on here,
Mm-hmm.
on the stomach, so that we could cure. And on the last image, we can see Apo Wang Od, the two artists, no? So even
Mm-hmm.
tattoo has been used as a medicine. So do you think that cosmetic, the modern cosmetic, the makeup, the lipstick, the eyeshadow is a form of medicine?
Um,
How does
I
this
usually
cosmetics go ahead, Desiree?
um I usually when I put on makeup, I'll use it more for like protection, I guess, or like set an intent when putting it on or something.
Yeah. You know, some although yes, the tattoo artist give tattoo
Mm-hmm.
as a sign of, or traditionally it is a mark of initiation, it is a mark of
Mm-hmm.
protection, but it also used as cosmetic, no. So for now what I see, there are many in YouTube that I seen yung ugly people, but when they remove beautiful faces, but when you remove the makeup, they are shocking, di
Mm-hmm.
ba? So for me, I see the medical aspect or the medicinal aspect or the healing aspect of cosmetic.
Mm-hmm.
It gives the person confidence, no? Confidence. For example, if
Yeah.
I see it on those people that been a fire victim, they were burned, no? So they do some
Mm-hmm.
makeup so that it could balance their face. So it is also still a form of medicine, no? Okay. Let
Yeah, I
me move
agree.
for so here we have orasyon. So probably many of you will still think of orasyon as a form of prayer. Yes, it is a form of prayer, but it is also on how you speak, therapeutic communication. And I don't know if yes, I think on lesson 2, I have given you on unit 2, I have given you the modules on oration and some video. We talk different kind of how we speak the prayers. It could be soft,
Yeah.
it could be loud, or without movement. No, it can be body language. So oration can also be dance, especially right now in Luntiang Agama, we are focusing. It's almost for 2 months that a deity came to us and encouraged us learn how to dance, to pray in a dance, no? So aside from that, also some sound vibration, the musical instrument. That's why, di ba, parang I've shared to you the music of Mansaka tribe. So I am studying on that, on the therapeutic effect of sound, but also it also involves timing. No, so why time is important in healing? 'Di ba? When you go to the doctor, it gives you a medicine. It gives you timing also. Or drink this 3 times a day. in 14 days. So there is also the element of time in order for our medicine to be beneficial or effective unto us. So as in massage, di ba? You don't just give massage, but there is a limit. For example, in one stroke on the part of the body, you do it 3 times for certain minutes, di ba? In order to reach a 1 hour or 2 hours massage session. So there are repetition, there is duration, and it also incorporates to the time. Next is, I think this is the last, no? So we uses water in treatment. So it is said that we are 75% composed of water. So it is also believed that water is the gateway to the spiritual world. If you remember, our ancestors sent forth the dead body of their loved one to the river that will goes to the sea. No, that is an ancient practice, and there is an evidence of the manunggul jar. The manunggul jar has a lid of both and a person and two-person. One is yung green yung basta't yung nagsasagwan, and the other one is the soul of the dead person. So we believe that water is a gateway to the spirit. That's why we use water in healing, not only to cleanse ourselves, no, to cleanse ourselves from the dirt, but also allowing the spirit to embrace us, to cover us, and to empower us. So this is some of the water treatment or the use of water. And if you study from us, no, especially sorry naman for the advertising. So if you are going to study with us, no, so you are going to learn these things, no? The history and evolution of Hilot through times, philosophy and principles of Hilot healing, the indication and contraindication of Hilot, concept of human anatomy and physiology, understanding Pilay and the traditional Filipino illness, basic Hilot health assessment and evaluation techniques, traditional Filipino spiritual diagnostic, environmental Hilot and healing the society, Filipino geomancy or feng shui in curing elements of home and community, and also is veganism part of Filipino ancestral and indigenous healing tradition. Although this is a new issue that I have received, because there is a group of manghihilot here that says or oblige that a manghihilot should be a vegan. Although I have nothing against with veganism, and I learned also to cook vegan foods for my vegan students. But hilot is what do you call that? Is a mix of vegetable and meat, no? Omnivore yata ang tawag doon, omnivore, something like that. But but honestly, I'm not a humanitarian, no? Because I do not eat human. But anyway, sorry. So, as manghihilot, we practice also we eat vegetable and meat. And also our ancestors have taught us to do the kinilaw and do the bagoong and mga buro, no? So it is a form of curing probiotic, no? Or what you call that bacteria of good bacteria. So, okay, this is the last of our presentation. So anyway, this is all that I have for you. So expect that I'm gonna send you a copy of this module, of this slide, and so as um, the video and your certificate. Do you have any questions, Heather or June? Any questions or Jutian?
What is the example of the water treatment?
Okay, water treatment, no? In
Yeah.
water treatment, we have this suob, which is
Yeah.
steam bath. We
Mm-hmm.
also have hilod or body scrub. We also
Mm-hmm.
have binalot. Actually, it will start uh with with suob, and it's not suob, no. Usually, it start with body scrub or hilod. Then, when you have this body scrub, you should be wrapped or binalot, no? So the
Okay.
binalot is composed of linen such as katcha or blanket that is soaked on herbal tea, and and when there is the pounded leaves, no, of the body scrub that been scrubbed to you, you will put that on your skin, and it will be wrapped with those soaked linen
Mhm.
on your entire body. When you are already wrapped like a mummy, you will need to do suob or steam bath. No, so imagine that you are being covered, and you will be steamed. All those smoke of medicinal medicine or medicinal plants boiling will absorb on your body, on
Mhm.
the fabric, and those the nutrients will that will press to your skin.
Mhm.
No? So after 15 minutes, you need to do banlaw paligo. No? Banlaw
Mhm.
paligo. So that is, so the remaining water of the steam boiled herbs will be used, will be ano tawag doon, mixed with some cold water to make it lukewarm, and the first buhos will
Yes.
be done by our manghihilot, because our
Mhm.
manghihilot will say its final blessing in order to release all those
Mhm.
toxins or evil spirit that is within you, and then
Okay.
you will do the part of hilot, no, of finishing off the banlaw,
Mhm.
but you are not required to use soap first if you will,
Mhm.
if you will do that, no, if you will do the ritual or the healing ritual or the ritual bath that a manghihilot will
Mhm.
give you. The reason why we are sharing this is because of there are many confusion with regards to the practice of hilot, but I hope by presenting this you got a wide understanding or idea of what hilot is. So it means traditional medicine is not traditional hilot is not limited only here in the Philippines. So a while ago, I have encouraged, I have encouraged the participant na don't be limited in terms of your practice. For example, you need malunggay for healing, or you need bayabas, or you need banana leaves. So don't limit it that if there is no banana leaf, you cannot practice hilot, because banana leaf is essential in in doing pagsasala, no, in doing massage, no. So it means you have to be familiar with the place. Being a true hilot is by knowing yourself in the place you are. For example, Desiree or Camille, just go out in your house, see the plants that is available there, and get to know their use. No, it means you are attuned to the land where you grow, and being indigenous is not limited only for us here in the Philippines. You are also indigenous in your place. You are indigenous Filipino because your parents are Filipino, and the knowledge of your ancestor is being passed to you orally. So because this is the ano eh, there is an issue here in the Philippines regarding indigenous, or you should belong to a tribal group in order to become a manghihilo. So it doesn't mean that you do not belong to an indigenous or tribe, you are not indigenous anymore. Remember, each one of us belongs to two tribes. First is to the tribe of your mother, second is to the tribe of your uh, mother or father. So for example, on me, my father belongs to Mamanwa Manobo tribe, and my mother is Tagalog. So I belong to the Mamanwa, Manobo, and the Tagalog tribe. So it runs in my blood. Because there are group right now na parang if you learn from them, you will have been given an authority, or you will be welcome to an indigenous Irainon Bukidnon tribe. So with that, if you learn Hilot, parang you are discrediting the tribe that you belong. But what we encourage here is to know yourself, to know your parents, your lineage, and be proud of the tribal ethnicity where you belong. So I think this is all for now. Maraming salamat for attending. So have a nice day. Take your dinner and sleep. Goodbye.